Veteran BBC weather forecaster Bill Giles says redesign has failed viewers. BBC, Adam Sherwin 12 hours Tuesday, March 20, 2018. Bill Giles, the veteran BBC weather presenter, has slammed the corporation's forecast redesign, which has downsized the UK and left viewers unable to distinguish between sunshine and rain. Giles, who led the BBC weather team for 17 years until his retirement in 2000, said the new state-of-the-art graphics, launched last month, were as disappointing as a downpour in high summer. Giles, 78, told Radio Times, "I find the distinction between cloud and sunshine almost impossible to detect. The UK map now appears a lot smaller on screen. Residents outside of big cities like London and Cardiff had to make a wild guess about the temperature in their location. The BBC weather map is returning to a flat view photo. BBC," he added. "Last month the beast from the east brought a blast of Siberian air, but if you had wanted to get a clue of how cold it would be, you had to stare very hard at the screen. Why freezing thin blue line? Why highlight below freezing temperatures with a thin blue line beneath the number? Surely it would be better to flag it up like we used to with negative temperatures in blue." Giles concluded, "The truth is, the old weather maps were better, more fit for purpose. But they were a feature of the forecast when the Met Office provided the BBC with its weather forecasts. That contract came to an end at the beginning of this year. Much of the forecast still comes from the Met Office, so the accuracy is not in question. But the clarity is." He advised viewers to watch Channel 5's weather presentation instead, which retained clear maps and graphics. Read more. New look BBC weather obliterates Wales and shrinks Kent. Viewers complain the BBC handed the weather contract to new forecaster Media Group, which returned to a flat map projection for the UK, offering a straight bird's-eye view of the country. A BBC spokesperson said, "BBC Weather has a more realistic map which presenters can customize by adding different layers of data to tell the most relevant weather story, as well as zooming into areas of interest to give a more detailed forecast. Towns and city names on the maps are a reference point for audiences, and we will aim to ensure that most locations are represented over a period of time. In addition, the temperature colors are now accessible for color blindness, unlike the suggested blocks of color by Mr. Giles. Before the launch of the new services, we talked to audiences at length to pinpoint the best possible improvements, and we are confident that overall people will appreciate the new features." At Adam Sherwin 10 iNews, https://inews.co.uk